Hymir's poem continues. The thunderer goes fishing. Hymir's poem, verses 17 through to 24, the Carolyn Larrington translation. Thor said he wanted to row out in the bay, if the bold giant would give him bait. Go to the herds if you've the guts for it, mountain giant breaker, to look for bait. I expect that it'll be easy for you to get bait from the oxen. The young man hastened smartly to the woods. There stood an ox, jet black, before him. That ogre slayer broke off from the bull the horn's high meadow, tore off its head. Hymir said, "Your deed seems much worse, captain of ships, than if you had sat still quietly." The Lord of Goats told the ape's offspring to row the launchway horse out further. But the giant said, for his part, he wasn't eager to row further out. The brave and famous Hymir alone caught 2 whales at once on his hook. And back in the stern, Odin's kinsman, Thor, cunningly laid out his line. The protector of humans, the serpent's soul slayer, baited his hook with the ox's head. The one whom the gods hate, the all-lands girdler, from below gaped wide over the hook. Then very bravely Thor, doer of great deeds, pulled the poison-gleaming serpent up on board. With his hammer he violently struck from above the hideous one, the wolf's intimate brother's head. The sea-wolf shrieked, and the rock bottom re-echoed. All the ancient earth was collapsing. Then that fish sank itself into the sea. Hymir's poem, verses 17 through to 24 of the Jackson Crawford translation. Thor said he was willing to row and fish if the bold giant would let him have some bait. Well, giant killer, if you're brave enough, go out to my herd. You'll find some bait there. I suspect you'll find it easy to take some bait from one of my oxen. So Thor went quickly out in the forest, and he saw before him a black ox. Thor broke the whole head off the ox, gripping its horns. Hymir said, "What you've done here is even worse than it was having you inside, sitting and eating." Then Thor asked the giant to come with him to sea, to row out with him. But Hymir rowed a little, and was unwilling to row any further out in the deep sea. Famous Hymir caught a whale, and then caught 2 whales on one hook. But Odin's son sat in the rear and craftily baited his own hook. For, friend of humans, enemy of the serpent, put the ox's head on his hook. Then the gaping Midgard serpent came up, the one that hates the gods and lives in the encircling sea. Then bold Thor pulled bravely to bring that poison-stick serpent up on board. With his hammer he struck a blow on the head of Fenrir's serpent brother. The monster howled. Volcanoes erupted, and the old earth trembled all over. But that sea monster sank back into the waves.